I wanna feel your body rock. You're so dumb. Hey everybody! Welcome to the Little Cindy the Science channel.
My name's Little Cindy.
My name's DESSANY'S, and today we could do a story about our ex-friend.
Is it the thanks that I get for putting you bitches on? Is it?
So for privacy, her nickname, even though she doesn't deserve privacy because what she did to us, but we're still gonna be kind to her. So her nickname is gonna be Ivory. So yeah, Cindy, I wasn't really friends with them until 6th grade. So yeah, so it's gonna do most of the talking for the first part.
You were friends with me in 3rd grade, but then we stopped being friends.
Yeah, so she's gonna do most of the talking.
So me and Ivory, we were like our mom and her mom. We were friends like in kinder, and we didn't talk a lot. But then like in 5th grade, you know, stuff happened with my other ex-friends. So then I saw her in the lunch, like in line for lunch. So then I just started hanging out with her. And it was actually, for me, it was the last day of school. I started like
becoming friends with her.
Yeah. And then my mom, she would always be like, you know, be careful with her.
And like, you know, like, cause you have
like a history of like being like
a liar.
Yeah, like a liar,
manipulating you.
Like a little gaslighter. But you know, we didn't know any better, especially because you know Cindy, like she was like in a dark place during 5th grade.
Yeah. 6th grade, I started hanging out with her, and we would talk, and she would be like, oh, you know, like sit next to me during like in the first day of school. So we started doing that. Then one time she didn't come
to school,
left me alone. So then I started hanging out with her. I told her she wanted to play with me,
and then ever since then we became best friends.
Or like hang out with me.
Like, can I go with you? So yeah, that was like the intro to her.
I just wanna play. In the party, you just wanna.
That after like we started hanging out, she came back to school, and I started talking to her too because she's her friend. So I was like, hey, I would give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she's actually a good person. What I like about her is that her reputation.
We broke up the first time.
Her reputation for school, it was not the best. No one liked her.
She was like known as like the bully, like
the pick me. She was like, yeah. I think that's the main reason why no one really liked us in 6th grade. Because of her, like, because she was like known as like a bully, the pick me and stuff,
and we hanged out with her
a lot. So people just thought, oh, if she's that, then they're that. Even though no one like really thought of us like that before. Like her, for example, like reputation, she was a bully because like, you know, she would always like talk crap about people, and pick me because like, you know, she would just, I don't know, she always get like the pick me vibe, like always like getting the validation, you know. Some red flags about her, that one, she was like every single time when I try to like tell her no, she will always be like, no, like come on, please. Like she'll always beg, and then like until you finally say yes. So, like she basically gets what she wants all the damn time.
Because of her parents, they don't know how to freaking raise her.
That's why her and her parents, like literally, like, no offense to her parents. I know I'm not gonna complain about parenting because I'm not a parent, obviously, so I don't really know any better. But for your child, like for us, like for like children our age, you know, like seeing everything that's going on behind closed doors, like at least listen to us, like at least lecture your daughter, you know, like tell her like, hey, what you're doing is not okay. But no, she keeps on turning a blind eye because she's like the golden child or whatever.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Basically, one day she made a game where she would tell one of us to ignore the other one, and then it basically started off with me. So she would tell Destiny, oh, let's ignore Cindy for like the whole day. So they ignored me, but then she ended up talking to me.
Like not even like the first 2 minutes. Like I'll always like try to talk to you because I always felt bad. One day things got really intense. So one day Ivory had a little brilliant idea to ignore me that day. The ignoring game. And Cindy,
it was like what, 2?
Yeah.
And we went out for like a restroom break. And then she just went up to me. She's like, let's ignore her. And then I, with my stupid ass self, agreed to that.
So yeah, they ignored me the whole entire day. And in class, I was like, yo, guys, stop. It's actually not funny. Like guys, please ignore the game.
I didn't hear her say, like, you know, stop doing it. Because I was just doing my work the whole time.
And I was like, guys, stop. This isn't funny. Like, literally, I was crying, like a puddle of tears, like in my desk. Like I had to go to the restroom to call my sister so she could pick me up. Cause I was like that sad. And then yeah, it was like a depressing day. Like she was having so much fun and everything. She was like laughing. She was like having she had like, a good day of school.
I felt bad for her, cause like I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's what happened. And then like at the end of the day, she finally, like literally, like as soon as like school went over, she would finally like talk to me. And I was already crying and stuff. Like she was like,
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to like ignore you the whole entire day. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
If she didn't, for real, like if she didn't want to ignore you the whole day, why would she make the game?
I know, like that was, and even if she like, even if she didn't want to do the game, which is stupid anyway, but even if she did want to do the game, like, and then she's like, oh my god, I didn't want to ignore you the whole entire day. Then why would you ignore me the whole entire day? You know? Yeah, I was like walking to my car. I was just crying to my mom, telling her what happened the day. And then she told me like stop being friends with Ivory. So yeah, and then Cindy, she texted me and she's like, hey, can we talk?
And we basically just talked.
He talked like a lot about like Ivory, how she was like not a good friend, like how she would apologize to me. I forgive her. That we talked to her. We talked to Ivory about like the next day of school. We tried to talk to her about it. We were like, hey, I don't like how you acted with us. We're not gonna be friends with you anymore. That's what we told her, right?
Right.
So yeah, that's all what happened. And then literally again, like, even when we told her that we really wanted to be friends with her, she was like, please, and we were like, no, right? We were trying to set our guard up. But then she would always like try like follow us, and she always followed us, so then we eventually became friends with her again. We told her, okay, if you're gonna be friends with us, then change. And she changed
For 2 days.
for like 2 days, and she became her old self again. She became to mean to like Cindy again. Like how would she act to you?
She would always she would boss me around. She'd be like, do that, do this, you know, stuff like that. And then like she would always like grab my foot and like try to lift it up to make me fall.
Yeah, she would always get us in trouble for like our teacher. Like if we were to get in trouble, it was mostly because of her.
Yeah.
Being friends with her, but then at the moment, because we were like, okay, we're gonna stop being friends with you. But the day that we stopped being friends with her, we had substitute. And I hate that substitute with all my heart. Well, she wasn't like substitute, but I don't like how she dealt with our situation. But we told her, and then she was like, I know, you're great with her, but like trying to get along with her because you're really sitting next to her the whole entire school year. And one of the worst parts of substitute, she was like, okay, Ivory, say sorry to them. I remember how she was like
gave us like attitude, and she didn't even she wasn't even looking at us when she said sorry.
She was like so unapologetic. She was like, sorry. Like she was like rolling her eyes and everything. Like, girl, who do you think you are? So yeah, we kind of had to be friends with her for only one day because of the substitute.
So then one day I was getting ready for school, and her mom called my mom saying like, oh, my daughter said that you and like your daughter and Destiny and Destiny were
bullying Ivory.
Yeah.
And her mom had to talk to her, and then my mom had to go because her mom then had to talk to my mom saying like, oh, like, are you bullying Ivory? I'm like, no, she's the one bullying us.
So then basically her mom talked to our teacher at the time, and we were in like theater. But then when it was time to go to lunch, he told us to like
go sit next to him, like he pulled us aside, like said like, oh, go sit next to us,
so like we can explain what actually happened, like what happened.
Yeah,
our side of the story. We actually told him the whole entire truth.
So yeah, so that's how she, by the way, that's how she moved seats to the middle, so like all the way over there. So that's how we got moved together. Like midway to like the end of the year, we stopped being friends with her completely. We told the principal what happened, but they did nothing with it, honestly. Also, at like the end of the school year, she messages me. Here's the messages, by the way. The messages, she was like telling me, oh, I want to be friends with you again, but not Cindy, but she was like, I want to be friends with you again, like please, and I told her no.
She also messaged me saying like she wanted to talk to me, but I said no, and I basically explained the whole story, how she lied and stuff. So
yeah, we both just like a big paragraph there saying no one be friends with her anymore. That's it. If you're watching this video, hi, and I hate you. So yeah, that's it.
We hate you.
Yeah, both of us hate you. So yeah, subscribe to our channel, comment, share, do all that stuff. Share it to everybody you know. So yeah, this is little Simbi. This is the Sounding Water, and we're gonna be heading out. Bye.